Alright, good morning. Before I get this thing dirty, I figured you guys would be wondering what exactly is done to this race bike, how stock it is. I think these things are all pretty similar, but I'll go through our teammates' bikes, or my teammates' bikes, and let you guys know kind of what's what. So, let's see. That is if I know what's done to it, I don't know. I'm pretty picky about certain things. I like most things stock. All of my braking systems are stock. Do these guys have stock brake cables and brake rotors and all that? Oh, okay. So last year I know we played around with some other stuff and I went right back to stock with that. So stock levers, I like the feel of stock levers. Stock brake lines, not a huge fan of steel braided brake lines. Stock rotors. Sdb Racetech Forks, we have them coated, uppers and lowers. These things are beautiful. That's my favorite colorway for those. Extra clamps, these are set at 21. Can we get confirmation on that? 21 mil offset, which what that does is I believe it pulls the rake in a little bit. Makes it so you can turn tighter in Supercross, and then you can also get away with going stiffer on the suspension setup. So it's my first year trying that. I rode it one day up in Virginia. I seem to like it, so we'll see how I like it here today. These have different bar mounts for the X-Trigs, so it does make the bars feel a little higher, but what we did is we have these Mica MC, which is pretty low sweat bar. So although they do look pretty tall, they don't feel that tall at all. They're actually pretty low, because I do like a low bar. What else? We got some moto hose. I don't know what that does. Does that do anything, Jason?
Looks at horsepower.
Does it keep it cooler, or does it just as it looks?
They say they're thicker, so it's salty.
Okay. Oh, but also maybe less easy to like puncture a hole in it or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right.
Aesthetics.
Fmf Exhaust. Jason, I think, did this himself, maybe?
Yes.
Heat treated. Looks sweet. Because all we care about here at Team SGB is looks. He said that this is a different header, which is supposed to maybe tame down the power, because I like my bikes nice and slow, so we'll see how I like that. Pro pegs, titanium foot pegs. I always tell my students when I first get a bike, a couple things that I do. Suspension number one, good seat cover with some ribs so I don't go sliding all over the bike, and good foot pegs. Those are like my three things.
What seat cover are you using?
We got Traction MX seat cover. I don't go for the seat bump. I like the ribs, because what this will do is this will actually like blow your pants apart before you go sliding off the back of the bike. It stops you on a dime. For the starts, for seat bouncing jumps, for exiting corners, that seat, way to go. But probably the cheapest money that you can spend, and it'll get you the furthest. What else we got? Ksr Wheels. Don't know much about those, but they look good. They're strong. I can get away with overshooting and casing things, yes.
They saved you at straight rhythm.
They did save me at straight rhythm. If you guys saw me go to the moon in straight rhythm, I did flat spot them a little bit then, but they held together perfectly fine, which was surprising. And that's it. Coated shock, which looks sweet. Reinforced radiator, right?
Yep.
ICW does the radiators, which I've worked with ICW since I was on 50s. These guys have Works Connection braces, because they squeeze the bike super hard apparently when they're sitting, because your knees shouldn't be here when you're standing. Especially A-Ray, he'll just crush his radiator, I think, if he doesn't have those on. I don't have that issue. I'm gentle. I don't know what, I mean, 51 tooth rear sprocket, so coming to this side of the motorcycle. 51 tooth Mica sprocket. I think we're all at a 51. Does A-Ray have a 51?
Yeah, everyone's at 51.
Okay,
now.
everyone's at 51. They started at 50. They didn't listen to me. 51's the way to go, I think. I run 51 at every single race. That's it. What kind of grips are these?
ODIs.
Are we sponsored by ODI? Can I just say grips?
I am on Hook It.
Okay, so I won't talk about the grips.
I get a solid 50%.
139 Designs graphics, nice and matte, which we'll see how those hold up with the matte. I mean, I worked with 139 in the past when I first turned pro. Had good luck with them, so should be good. Difference. Does A-Ray have like motor work done or anything?
No.
Not yet.
All their bikes are really very similar.
Actually, yeah. I mean, almost
Right?
every single engine as of right now is in stock.
Oh, and of course Maxxis tires. Oh, this is the IT. right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what they call their trail tire?
It's our intermediate tire.
Oh, okay. So we run a different one, the ST for races, but this one is maybe a little bit more durable.
Yeah.
Okay. To be honest, performance-wise, I don't notice a difference. So if you're going for a long-lasting tire, like all-around tire, that would be the way to go. I have really good luck with the Maxxis. I like the feel of the front. The rears last long. They hook up nice. No complaints there at all. Got blood. Here, come join me at the back fender here. Oh, and it's not on the back fender, is it? Okay. But we got Mayhew Tools, which they did up the. I'm gonna have to. I just bought a new house, so I'm gonna have to do up my garage. Maybe I can contact these guys to help. If you just bought a new house, you can contact these guys to deck yourself out.
Lev rack, they have that rack system with the sliding doors.
Ooh.
Put in my shop.
Lev rack. Okay, I'm gonna call them too. Let's see. Stinger race fuel. They're stock, but the race fuel maybe helps it run a little cooler, a little bit more consistent. If you go to a gas station, you don't know what you're getting. UFO Plastics.
Yeah.
So we got the Flow Green. And that's all she wrote. Pretty much stock. I think a lot of people think that even at a privateer level we have unobtainable stuff. We don't. Other than these forks are pretty special. But you can call up Jason at Sdb and he can do these forks for you for actually reasonable price, to be honest with you. That's it. So I'm gonna try to
Firepower chain
ride and not get killed. Who? What?
Firepower chain and batteries.
Oh yes. Okay. Firepower. So oddly enough, my practice bike was bogging like crazy. I've never had that happen, and then we tried just about everything, and then Jason had the genius idea to put in firepower battery, replacement battery. Then it stopped bogging, which is odd, but it solved the problem. These things with the electric start, if you let them sit for a long time, you could have some issues, but the firepower batteries, had good luck with them so far. That's it. All right, I'm gonna go ride my dirt bike, so.
right here.